ever wondered what the sound of a broken heart is? Maybe, just maybe, if you find yourself deep inside the forests of South America and you listen carefully in the stillness of the night, you'll hear it. This is the sorrowful cry of the Urutau, a bird whose voice carries the sadness of a love lost forever. Welcome to Words Across Worlds, where we travel through language, culture, and storytelling. I'm Veronica Pellegrino, and today I invite you to listen to one of the versions of a story passed down through generations among the Guaraní people. A story about forbidden love, loss, and transformation. The legend of the Urutau bird, also known as ghost bird. A long time ago, in the deep forests of South America, two powerful Guaraní tribes lived side by side, but not very peacefully. Their hatred for each other had lasted for generations, and there was no hope for reconciliation. From each tribe came two young souls, Quilla and Uru. They had grown up as strangers, taught to distrust one another. But fate had other plans. One day, while Uru and her friends were walking by the river, watching the birds and listening to their songs, Quilla happened to pass by. The moment he saw Uru, he was spellbound, struck by her beauty and her gentle spirit. And Uru, curious and moved, asked her friends about the handsome stranger. One of the girls whispered, "Be careful, Uru. That is Quilla, the son of our enemy. Our shamans have predicted that any woman who falls in love with him will meet with sorrow. Forget him before it's too late." But warnings mean nothing to young hearts. From that day on, Quilla and Uru found ways to meet near the riverbank. They couldn't speak freely, but their glances, their shy smiles, said everything words could not. Their secret did not last long. Uru's father, the chief, soon learned of their meetings. Fearing disaster, he begged Uru to forget Quilla. Broken-hearted, she agreed, but something inside her dimmed forever. Days passed, and then Uru disappeared. The tribe searched everywhere. Some believed she had run away with Quilla. Angry and ready for revenge, the warriors armed themselves for battle. But just before dawn, Quilla himself came forward. Standing tall and proud before Uru's father, he said, "It's not fear that brings me here, but I swear to you, Uru is not with us." Confused and unsettled, the tribe hesitated. And then, from deep within the forest, came a sweet, sorrowful song. It was Uru's voice. The warriors followed the sound until they found her, sitting quietly on the branch of a tree by the river, her eyes empty, lost. The tribe's oldest shaman approached her carefully, speaking softly. But Uru didn't respond. She didn't seem to recognize anyone at all. The shaman remembered her love for birds and spoke to her about them. At the mention of her beloved birds, Uru whispered, my birds are in the water. Let's go find them." She slipped down from the tree and ran toward the river. The shaman, Afraid she might throw herself into the water, called out desperately, "Uru, listen to me! Kia drowned in this river." At those words, a terrible scream escaped Uru's lips, a sound so full of pain that it shook the trees. Then, just as suddenly, she began to laugh, wild, broken laughter that filled the forest. Before their eyes, Uru began to change. Her human form faded away. In her place remained a bird, the Urutau. Since that day, the Urutau has been known for its mournful cry, a sound that speaks of heartbreak, floating like a sad whisper through the forest at night. But the story doesn't end there. Like many legends, the tale of Uru and Kiya carries deeper meanings, cultural traces that still resonate today. The Urutau's cry is not just the sound of sorrow, it's a reminder of lost love, of forbidden dreams, and of how old rivalries and fears can destroy the most beautiful things. It reflects the Guarani people's deep connection to nature, to rivers, trees, and birds, and how the natural world is woven into their beliefs and emotions. It also teaches a timeless lesson that love, once awakened, cannot be erased by rules or traditions, and that grief, like love, has the power to change us forever, sometimes in ways we can't imagine. So, if you ever find yourself wandering through the forests of South America and you hear a soft, lonely cry drifting through the trees, perhaps you'll remember Uru, and perhaps you'll listen a little more carefully to the stories that nature still whispers to those willing to hear. Thank you for joining me today on Words Across Worlds. Until next time, keep listening and keep wondering.